Hello and thank you for joining us at Easy Cooking. Today Lily and I are going to have a lot of fun making Bulgarian meatloaf. My mom used to make it for me when I was a kid and I like to make it for my girls as well. Before we get going, please subscribe to our channel, share our videos with friends and family, and I hope to see any comments and pictures of you enjoying our recipes. Lily, do you want to say something to everyone?
I have a costume on.
Yep, you're our wonderful queen today. Now let's see what we need for today's recipe. Ground beef and ground pork, spices including salt, cumin, black pepper, parsley, chopped dry onions and oregano, plain breadcrumbs, light beer, whatever you have, 2 eggs, shredded cheese, carrots, pickles, and boiled eggs. Now that we know what we need, we can get started. First, we'll get our bowl with meat, our ground beef and ground pork. Hopefully you can see everything we're doing here. Lily,
We have a spoon.
Awesome. Okay, Daddy's gonna start putting things in. We're gonna put the 2 eggs in there. This over here. We'll put the breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs, why breadcrumbs?
We'll put the beer. All the spices. And our shredded cheese is for later, so this is enough. Now let me know when you're ready for Daddy to stir, Lily. You good? Let me do it. Okay, we need to mix it well. At
Yummy!
the end, oh, it is very yummy. It smells actually very good already. At the end, I'm gonna get the meat mixed with my hand. I like to pre-mix it with a spoon to start with. Thank you, love.
He's my daddy.
Yep. And once we're done mixing it, we are going to start building our meatloaf. Bulgarian meatloaf is very different from American meatloaf. We don't pretty much grind all the vegetables and throw them right inside the meat and mix everything together. You're gonna see what we're doing here in a minute. Okay, this should be enough. And actually, before we get going, I'm gonna turn my oven on to preheat on 425. You okay, Lily?
Mm-hmm. Daddy mine forever.
Okay, so we turned our oven to preheat. Perfect. Thank you, Lily. Oh, we don't need the timer, honey. Not yet. Okay. Now, the way we're gonna lay out the meatloaf, we're gonna use parchment paper. Let's move these a little bit, Lily. We're gonna use parchment paper to lay out the meatloaf on it.
Can I touch it?
Raw meat, honey? No.
Pretty please, but I really want to help you.
I know, but you have your wonderful dress. I told you you can't really do a whole lot with your wonderful dress. Okay, that should be enough. Now that we've mixed our meat, we can actually put it right on top of the parchment paper.
Ooh, yummy.
Oh yeah. We're gonna push on it.
When are we gonna use the vegetable?
Here in a second, Lily Pie.
Daddy, when we're done with the recipe, can I have one of these eggs?
If we have leftover, absolutely, honey. I'm not sure exactly how many we're gonna be able to fit on here, so bear with me, would you? Let's flatten this a little bit.
Can I put the eggs on?
The eggs? Sure, you can do that. As long as we're not touching the raw meat, right?
Can you do one to teach me how to do that?
Yes, okay.
Are we gonna put the eggs on yet?
Yep, we're gonna start with the eggs. Okay, let me... Okay. Doesn't need to be perfect.
Here you go.
Thank you, love. Let's see, how many eggs do we have? I can maybe put them like that. Okay, one more, please.
I want to put one.
Just put it next to this one. I'll move it, no worries. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 3 more. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. And 1 more. Perfect. All right.
Hey, that looks like monster teeth.
Then we're gonna layer up our pickles. I sliced the pickles in halves. That helps arrange them.
Me doing it.
Thank you, Lily. Get the other pickles.
That's like the.
We're gonna put the other halves is over here like this.
That
Oh,
looks
this
like-
one is a whole pickle. Okay. And this one is a whole pickle. You know what? Let me do this. Yep. Thank you, Lily Pie. Okay, put that half over here. Sure. Can do that. There's the meat. That's okay. Then we're gonna arrange the carrots. Now the carrots I boiled for about
That's like the bottom
3
of the
minutes. You want them a little soft. You don't want them completely raw. Thank you, little pie. Let's put this one here. This one like that. Okay.
Ooh, it's like a monster mouth.
Yeah.
A monster mouth. Ooh, a monster mouth. Ooh.
Okay, and now that concludes pretty much layering everything.
Can I have a napkin, please?
Sure. Here you go, Lily. We're gonna wash hands here in a few. Actually, once you're done, I'll use that napkin because it will help me a little bit. Thank you. Now comes the hardest part. We are gonna try to roll our meatloaf and then place it in a baking pan because I don't like greasy meatloaves. I cook it on a cookie cooling rack. I'll show you here in a minute. So
A cookie cooling
Yep.
cookie?
Let's roll this. Okay, we're gonna try to, if you kind of see what I'm doing, it's overflowing a little bit. We're gonna try to close it. Okay. Perfect, almost perfect. Almost there. Let's try this like that. Okay. Kind of treat it like a sausage almost that you're wrapping in parchment paper.
Yummy! Are we gonna put the cheese somewhere?
Cheese is gonna go at the very end, my dear Lily. We're gonna put the cheese, the cheese about 5 to 10 minutes before you're ready to take it out of the oven. We're gonna put the cheese on top of it and let it melt and crisp up. Okay. So hopefully you can see it. It pretty much looks like a giant sausage at this point of time. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it aside. We're gonna take our cookie sheet. Basically, we have a cookie sheet. I've put foil on the bottom to absorb the grease so that it doesn't ruin our cookie sheet. And I've put a cookie cooling rack on top. I do not like greasy meatloaf, again, like I said. So that's why I do this. No one in my family does that, but I prefer it this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to roll it on top, just like that.
Are you gonna put on the cheese?
Remove your paper and voila. Let me show you. This, my friends, is our meatloaf today. We're gonna cook it on 425 once our oven is heated up for about 45 minutes.
What are you gonna put on the cheese?
About 5 or 10 minutes before it's done, we're gonna sprinkle the cheese on top, and after that, it should look amazing. So, my oven needs a few more minutes to heat up. We'll stick it in, and I'll be back with you soon. Our oven just got to 425 degrees. We're gonna put our meatloaf in. And again, I cook it for 45 minutes, but I'm gonna put 35 minutes on the timer because I'm gonna get it out, sprinkle some cheese on top, and then put it back in for another 10 minutes to get the cheese melted. Our timer just went off. It's been 35 minutes, so we are going to sprinkle some cheese on top of our meatloaf. gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it looks so nice. Actually, we may be able to only put another 5 minutes on it instead of 10, but I'll set the timer to 10 minutes and I'll watch it. I may take it out only after 5 additional minutes. It's been 5 minutes and I think I will just take the meatloaf out. 40 minutes total should be enough. Oh my goodness, the smell is so good. Our meatloaf is ready. It smells really good. It looks fantastic. As you can see, I am gonna cut myself a piece. It will probably have to cool for a minute before I can even dig into it. But let's just see what we have.
Can I try it?
Oh, of course you can try it, Lily. After it cools off a little bit, okay? Okay, we don't have a carrot on this one. Let me cut one more piece to get to the carrot. I want you to see what we have on our hands here. There's a piece with carrot. Oh, it's phenomenal. As you can see, we have in each piece you're gonna get some boiled eggs, some pickles, some carrot. You got your melted cheese on top. The spices really smell really good. The spices we put in the meat. I mean, the meatloaf is just phenomenal. That's the way we always have had it in Bulgaria. It is boiling hot. It just came out of the oven. I'll give it a minute and then Lily and I will try a couple of bites. Our meatloaf has cooled off enough so I can actually have a bite. I'm gonna have a bite. You want a bite? You want the first bite?
There, no, I can't.
You don't want the carrot? Oh my goodness, it's good. Here you go, Lily. It's good? The carrot the vegetables, the carrots and the pickles go really well with this meatloaf.
I have that square.
This one?
No, the one with the cheese.
Oh, the one with the cheese? This one's got the cheese. Now I'm gonna try some with the pickle. Oh my goodness. This is good. Of course, you can add more cheese to it. Some people sprinkle cheese inside before they roll it. That adds a little bit of flavor too inside, but it's super good. Oh my goodness. So I'd say 40 minutes total is more than enough time at 424 degrees. I'm sorry, 425 degrees. It does not need more. Otherwise it's gonna get too dry, too cooked.
Can I try one with the egg?
With the egg? Sure, honey. Ah, my egg fell apart. Okay, here we go. It's good. I think Lily and I are just gonna go ahead and finish this and maybe get some more. But I hope you enjoyed the recipe. This is by far our favorite meatloaf. Everything goes very well together. You can put some ketchup to it, but you don't have to. We can add cheese inside before you roll it. It's totally up to you.
Yummy!
It's really good.
Yummy!
Here you go, Lily.